Understanding how algorithms quietly shape human behavior is not meant to scare you or push you away from technology. It is meant to give you clarity in a world that constantly demands your attention. When you see how influence works, you stop blaming yourself for habits that feel hard to control. You realize that many behaviors were trained, not chosen. This realization alone can change how you interact with the digital world. Awareness creates space between impulse and action. In that space, you regain the ability to choose intentionally. You scroll less automatically and think more deliberately. The goal is not to escape algorithms completely, because that is no longer realistic. The goal is to stop letting them operate without your awareness. Once you recognize patterns, they lose some of their power. Influence weakens when it is seen clearly. You begin noticing when content is designed to trigger emotion rather than inform. That awareness slows down reaction. Slower reactions lead to better decisions. Better decisions protect your time, energy, and mental clarity. This is especially important in a world where attention is constantly fragmented. Focus has become a rare skill. Those who can protect their attention gain an advantage that cannot be bought. They think deeper while others react faster. In the long run, this shapes success, creativity, and emotional stability. Attention determines what grows in your life. Whatever you focus on repeatedly becomes stronger. Whatever you ignore slowly fades. Algorithms understand this principle perfectly. That is why they compete so aggressively for your focus. But the moment you understand the game, you stop playing blindly. You start playing consciously. Conscious engagement changes how technology affects you. Tools stop controlling you and start serving you. This shift does not happen overnight. It begins with small moments of awareness. Each time you pause before clicking, you weaken automatic influence. Each time you choose depth over speed, you regain control. The digital world will continue becoming more sophisticated. Systems will become faster, smarter, and more personalized. This makes awareness even more important in the future. Unaware users will be shaped more deeply. Aware users will navigate with intention. That difference will matter more with time. Human behavior has always been influenced by environment. The digital environment is simply the most powerful one ever created. What makes it different is scale and speed. Billions of people are influenced simultaneously. This is why understanding algorithms is no longer optional knowledge. It is a form of modern literacy. Just as people once learned to read and write to survive economic systems, today people must learn how attention works. Those who do not understand it risk losing control of their focus. Those who do gain clarity in chaos. This clarity allows you to use technology without being consumed by it. It helps you decide what deserves your time. Your attention is not unlimited. Every moment spent online is a moment taken from something else. That trade-off becomes clearer when you understand how systems compete for your focus. Once you see attention as valuable, you protect it more carefully. You become selective instead of reactive. This does not make life boring. It makes it intentional. Intentional attention leads to deeper learning, stronger relationships, and clearer thinking. These qualities are becoming rare in a distracted world. That rarity increases their value. The future will belong to those who can focus while others are pulled in every direction. Algorithms will continue shaping behavior. That part is inevitable. What is not inevitable is being unaware of it. Awareness is always a choice. The more you understand how influence works, the less power it has over you. That understanding is what this channel exists to provide. Future Elite Lab is built to explore the hidden systems shaping our world. Not to create fear, but to create understanding. Because understanding is the foundation of real freedom in the modern age. If you found value in this breakdown, stay connected with this channel. Every video here is designed to help you see what most people overlook. We explore how power, technology, psychology, and systems quietly influence daily life. The more you understand these forces, the harder it becomes to be controlled without your awareness. Subscribe to Future Elite Lab if you want clarity in a noisy world. Because when you understand how behavior is shaped, you gain the ability to shape your own future. Most people believe their choices are personal, logical, and fully under their control. What they do not realize is that many of those choices are quietly guided long before they feel like decisions. Every time you open an app, scroll a feed, or watch a video, something is already watching you back. It is not a person, but a system designed to learn exactly how you behave. This system does not shout or force you. It works silently, adjusting what you see one small step at a time. At first, it feels harmless, even helpful. Recommendations feel accurate, content feels relevant, and everything seems to fit your interests perfectly. But that perfection is not accidental. It is the result of constant observation, testing, and prediction. Algorithms are built to understand human attention better than humans understand themselves. They learn what makes you pause, what makes you react, and what keeps you scrolling. The shocking truth is not that algorithms exist. The shocking truth is how deeply they shape behavior without being noticed. They do not change you overnight. They change you slowly and visibly and continuously. By the time you notice a shift in your habits, opinions, or emotions, the system has already learned how to repeat it. This is how influence works in the digital age. Quiet, persistent, and deeply personal. To understand this power, you first need to understand how algorithms see you. They do not see your personality or intentions. They see patterns, probabilities, and responses. Your behavior becomes data points moving across a screen. Every click teaches the system something new about you. Every second of attention refines its predictions. Over time, your digital behavior becomes easier to anticipate than you might expect. That predictability is where real power begins. Algorithms are not designed to make you wiser or happier. They are designed to keep you engaged. Engagement is the fuel that drives modern platforms. The longer you stay, the more valuable you become. This is why content is optimized for emotion, not truth. Strong reactions keep attention locked in place. Calm, balanced information rarely wins against excitement, fear, or outrage. Algorithms reward what keeps you watching, not what helps you think. Over time, this shapes what you see most often, and what you see most often begins to shape how you think. Human behavior is deeply influenced by repetition. Algorithms understand this better than any psychology textbook. When similar ideas appear again and again, they start to feel normal. Familiarity slowly turns into belief. This is not mind control in the dramatic sense. It is behavioral shaping through exposure. The more time you spend in a digital environment, the more that environment shapes you. Your interests narrow as the system learns what holds your attention longest. Content outside that pattern slowly disappears from view. This creates a digital bubble that feels comfortable and familiar, but comfort can quietly limit perspective. Algorithms do not trap people intentionally. They optimize for efficiency. Efficiency means showing you what is most likely to keep you engaged. Over time, this reduces randomness and surprise. What feels like personalization is actually filtration. You see more of what aligns with your past behavior. This is how behavior becomes self-reinforcing. The system feeds you what you already respond to. As a result, habits form without conscious choice. Scrolling becomes automatic, not intentional. The brain adapts to this constant stimulation. Short bursts of content train the mind to expect quick rewards. Long focus becomes harder to maintain. Deep thinking starts to feel uncomfortable. This is not a failure of willpower. It is a biological response to repeated patterns. Algorithms exploit the brain's natural reward systems. Dopamine spikes reinforce engagement. Each notification, like, or recommendation becomes a small trigger. Over time, these triggers shape daily behavior. People begin checking their phones without thinking. Attention shifts become reflexive. This constant fragmentation of focus changes how humans experience time. Moments feel shorter and boredom feels unbearable. In this state, influence becomes easier. Distracted minds question less and react more. Algorithms do not need to tell you what to believe. They only need to decide what you see first. Priority placement is powerful. Information shown early carries more weight. Content shown repeatedly feels more important. Content hidden feels irrelevant. This quiet ranking system shapes public conversations. It decides which topics dominate attention. Social trends do not emerge randomly. They are amplified by algorithmic selection. What goes viral is often what performs well emotionally, not what matters most. This creates a feedback loop where creators adapt to the system. Content becomes optimized for engagement. Over time, creativity bends toward what the algorithm rewards. Behavior shifts on both sides of the screen. Users consume faster content. Creators produce sharper hooks. Both are responding to the same invisible rules. These rules are not written for human well-being. They are written for attention efficiency. As platforms grow larger, their influence grows wider. Billions of people interact with the same systems daily. This scale turns small behavioral nudges into massive societal shifts. Cultural norms begin forming online before appearing offline. Digital behavior spills into real life. Opinions harden faster. Emotions spread quicker. Polarization intensifies. None of this requires a central controller. The system evolves through optimization. Algorithms learn from collective behavior and feed it back amplified. What humans react to most becomes what humans see most. This loop reshapes behavior at scale. Even purchasing decisions are influenced quietly. Product visibility affects desire. The more often something appears, the more familiar it feels. Familiarity increases trust. Trust drives action. Action reinforces data. The system grows smarter with every interaction. What makes this power unique is its invisibility. There are no clear boundaries or warnings. Most people never realize how much their behavior is guided. They feel free because the influence is subtle.